त्वने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानम तथा ज्ञेयम् द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभुः। कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्या त्वने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दः सांबरे वनौ। सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। ॐ वेदोदधिं समुन्मथ्य ज्ञानरत्नं समुद्रितम् येन तस्मै वसिष्ठाय गुरुणां गुरवे नमः। वशिष्ठ जी भगवान की जय। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय। सच्चिदानंद भगवान की जय। शब्द ब्रह्म की जय। सरस्वती महारानी की जय। योग वशिष्ठ जी भगवान की जय। हरि ओम। योग वशिष्ठ निर्वाण प्रकरण उत्तरार्ध। और इसमें उत्तरार्ध का 132वां अध्याय में हम राजा विपश्चित की कहानी, जो बाद में भास नाम से परिवर्तित हो गया था, उसकी जीवन यात्रा, सृष्टि का अंत देखने के लिए उसका जो अनुभव, उसके ऊपर विचार कर रहे हैं। Can you come a little nearer? No, you can have the chair. You can have the chair.
No, this is okay. I like the phone.
Are you comfortable? Okay. You see, the seer, the seen, and the seeing process, they must be together, then the work will be perfect. If you hide somewhere, then the connection will be hidden. तो हमारा समस्या वो जो भास अपने कहानियाँ सब बोल रहे हैं, विभिन्न विचित्र कितनी सब कहानियाँ जो संसार में है, और जिसको हम देख करके इतने विचलित हो उठते हैं, कुछ समझ में नहीं आता। हर चीज में सवाल, हर चीज हमारे समझ के बाहर हो जाता है। वो कहाँ एक सृष्टि को देखा जहाँ अंधकार ही अंधकार, तो उसी में हमारा दिमाग चकरा गया, अरे अंधकार में कैसा हो जाएगा। लेकिन हम विचार नहीं करते हैं। ये सब अलग अलग किस्म के कहानियाँ सब बताया गया, क्योंकि जो साधारण हम कहानी सुनते हैं उससे यह अलग है, और इसके ऊपर हम अलग किस्म का बातें सुनते हैं जब, तब विचार करने के लिए, समझने के लिए कोशिश करने का प्रयास अवश्य करना पड़ता है। और हमको मजबूरी से हमको उसके ऊपर विचार करना पड़ता कि ये कैसे है, क्योंकि हम तो है ही ऐसी कैटेगरी के, हम हमको कुछ नहीं समझ में आता है। और जो कुछ थोड़ा बहुत हम समझे हैं वो तो अपने आदत से कुछ को कुछ मान बैठे हैं। सचमुच थोड़ी कोई कुछ समझा, सच बोलो तो हम कुछ नहीं समझते हैं, लेकिन समझ गए करके कुछ थोड़ा सा मान करके बैठे हम समझ गए हैं, और वो उसी के अनुसार हमारा दिनचर्या चलता है। और जब हम मजबूर हो जाते हैं, कुछ नया कुछ हमारे सामने आ जाता है, कुछ अजीब सा, कुछ जो साधारण ही असाधारण चीज़ कुछ सामने आ जाता है, तभी हम देख करके उसके ऊपर विचार करने के लिए कोशिश करते हैं। इसीलिए ऐसा ऐसा कहानियाँ कहा गया। एक सृष्टि हम देखें जहाँ अंधकार ही अंधकार, अंधकार में सब कुछ सृष्टि का क्रियाकर्म सब चलता है, सृष्टि बनता बिगड़ता रहता है, उसमें व्यवहार भी चलता है, सब कुछ हो जाता है। और एक देखा कि जहाँ प्रकाश ही प्रकाश, अरे प्रकाश प्रकाश कैसे, उधर कैसा सृष्टि चलेगा, ये हम विचार नहीं करते हैं साधारणतया। इसीलिए वो जब बोलता है ऐसा, तब हम विचार करने के लिए मजबूर हो जाते हैं। वो कहाँ अंधकार में सृष्टि चलता है, तो क्या वो कहीं हमको ढूंढना पड़ेगा, यहाँ नहीं चलता क्या? कौन सा आश्चर्य बोल दिया, अंधकार में यहाँ भी सृष्टि चलता है। तुम्हारे अंधेरा में वो नाइट एंगल और वो सांप बिच्छू और वो शियाल और जंगली जानवरें और वो अरे उल्लू उल्लू उल्लू, वो कैसा सब कुछ कर लेते हैं। पहले इससे हमको पता चलता है, अंधकार और आलोक के बारे में हमको समझ नहीं है, इसी से पता चलता कि आलोक किसको कहते हैं, अंधकार किसको कहते हैं, ये हम जानते नहीं, पर मानते हैं कुछ, कुछ को कुछ मान बैठे हैं। अरे आंख दिखेगा तो आलोक कहते हैं, तुम्हारे आंख जो देखा उसको तुम आलोक मानोगे। जो तुम अपने को नहीं जानते को, तुम्हारे आंख का कितना शक्ति है, क्या देख सकते हो तुम। तुम्हारे जीव जगत में देखो, मैं मनुष्य हूँ, मैं जो देखता हूँ आँख से देखता हूँ, 5 किस्म के इंद्रियों से देखता हूँ, संबंध बनाता हूँ। ऐसे ही समझो उल्लू भी तो एक रात्रिचर है, निशाचर जितने हैं वो निशा में रात्रि में सारा काम करते हैं, तो उनका इंद्रियां जो है, हमारा जो अंधकार उसके लिए वो सब साफ है। अच्छा, ऐसा अगर मानते हो, इसके साथ साथ फिर देखो, हम अगर देखते हैं, क्या देखते हैं, एक वस्तु को देखे, प्रकाश में देखे, अंधकार हो गया तो क्या हुआ, हम देख नहीं पा रहे। देख नहीं पा रहे तो जो बदलाव हुआ कहाँ, वस्तु में हुआ क्या? अंधकार हो जाएगा तो ये घड़ी क्या उड़ करके कहीं चले जाता है? घड़ी तो घड़ी है, रहेगा। और उसमें थोड़ा रेडियम लगा दो तो अंधेरा भी दिख जाता है। तो कहने का मतलब अंधकार आलोक का सवाल नहीं है, यहाँ तो सवाल है तुम्हारे आंख का पावर कितना क्या देखते हो और कैसे देखते हो, उसको तुम समझना चाहिए। ऐसे ही जब हम सारे संसार को और विचित्र विचित्र चीज़ों को जो कभी हमारे मानस पट में आया ही नहीं कभी, उसको जब हम विचार करते हैं तब समझ में आता है अपना हालत क्या है। हमारा अपने हालत को देख समझ में मदद मिलता है। और कितनी हम चंचल, कितने असमर्थ हैं, कितने नासमझ हैं, और कितनी हमारा जिंदगी कैसे एक अंधकार का एक पुतला समझो। हम कुछ नहीं जानते हुए सब जानते हैं, मान लेते हैं कि जानते हैं। इसी को समझने के लिए इसी प्रकार कहानियाँ सब कहा गया। इससे विचार करने से पता चलेगा सृष्टि किसको कहते हैं, सृष्टि कैसा है, और सृष्टि का दृष्टा मैं कैसे हूँ, मैं कैसा देखता हूँ सृष्टि को। दूसरे भी कुछ सृष्टि में कोई होंगे, वो कैसे देखते हैं सृष्टि को। इसी प्रकार ये सारे चीज़ें जब कुछ साधारण से असाधारण हो जाता है तभी हमको मजबूर होना पड़ता है कि कुछ देखने के लिए क्या चीज़ है। हम एग्जीबिशन में जाते हैं, एग्जीबिशन में जा करके क्या देखते हैं? जो हर रोज़ जो चीज़ देखते हैं उसको देखने के लिए कोई जाता है क्या? बाज़ार में जो चीज़ मिलता है, बाज़ार के अंदर वो मैदान है, परेड मैदान है, परेड मैदान में हम जाते हैं, एग्जीबिशन लगा हुआ है, उसमें हम जाते हैं देखने के लिए। तो देखेंगे तो क्या चीज़ देखते हैं एग्जीबिशन में? असाधारण चीज़, जो साधारण हर रोज दिखाई देता है बाजार में, वो नहीं आता है। कुछ विशेष विशेष देखने के लिए जाता है। तो इसीलिए कुछ विशेष बातें, एक दुनिया देखा मैं, प्रकाश ही प्रकाश, एक दुनिया देखा जहाँ एक भूत है, आकाश ही आकाश, एक दुनिया देखा जहाँ जल ही जल है, और एक आकाश देखा, एक जगह देखा मैं आकाश ही आकाश में भ्रमण कर रहा हूँ और कोई सृष्टि देखा नहीं, आकाश रूपी सृष्टि को देखा। कहीं ऐसा भी देखा जहाँ जहाँ कोई सोच नहीं सकता, देख नहीं सकता, उसमें भी चल रहा है सृष्टि। इसी प्रकार अनेक किस्म का भावनाएं, जब भावनाएं सब हम बनाते हैं, वो भावना को एक आकार देते हैं और उसको हम देखते हैं, और उसके अलावा भी मेरा भावना से दूसरे का भावना भी अलग है करके समझ में आता है। और ऐसे ही किसी में, सब में विभिन्नता, सब में विपरीतता, और सब में भिन्नता, भेद, ये सब सृष्टि में है। कहीं भी, चाहे तुम्हारा हो, चाहे मेरा हो, चाहे किसी का भी हो, जो है वो हो, चाहे जो नहीं है वो हो, कुछ भी हो जाएगा। हर जगह पर विभिन्नता मिलता है। विभिन्नता में समता लाने के लिए हम बाहर नहीं जाते हैं, अपने में समता लाना पड़ता है। इसी को बताने के लिए माया का कोई अंत नहीं, माया का कोई शुरुआत भी नहीं। माया को देखना है माया को समझना है तो अपने आप को दृष्टा बन करके स्थिरता को प्राप्त करना पड़ेगा। और जब तक त्रिपुटी एक में नहीं हुआ तब तक तुम कुछ नहीं समझ सकते हो। त्रिपुटी मतलब दृष्टा, दर्शन और दृश्य का जो प्रक्रिया, ये जब एक में नहीं आ गया तब तक ये प्रक्रिया में विभिन्नता और शंका ये सब आएगा। कैसे आ रहा है? मैं दृष्टा, मैं अपने हाथ को आँख के द्वारा देखा, दृष्टा, दर्शन हुआ हाथ, दृश्य हुआ हाथ, और दर्शन क्रिया मेरा आँख कर रहा है। मैं हूँ दृष्टा, दर्शन क्रिया आँख किया, और दृश्य हुआ मेरा शरीर अथवा एक वस्तु हाथ हुआ। ये तीनों अलग अलग हैं। मैं अलग हूँ, मेरा आँख अलग है मेरे से, और हाथ भी अलग है मेरे से। जब तक यह अलग होगा तब तक विभिन्नता और अस्थिरता, बदलाव, विभिन्न होने से बदलाव होगा। देखो, मैं हाथ को देख रहा हूँ या उंगली को देख रहा हूँ, आँख देख रहा है, उसमें भी कितना भिन्नता। हाथ को देख रहा हूँ या उंगलियों को देख रहा हूँ, उंगलियों को देख रहा हूँ या नाखून को देख रहा हूँ। तो अनेकता में फिर एकता, एकता में फिर अनेकता, ये सारे कॉम्प्लिकेशन। जब तक मैं चुप न हो जाऊं, मैं मुझे, मेरे अंदर मुझको मैं देख रहा हूं, जब तक ये समझ नहीं आया तब तक ये विभिन्नता और ये सवाल और ये समस्या ये हमेशा रहेगा, और इसका कोई अंत नहीं, कभी नहीं अंत हो सकता। मेरा स्वरूप तो अनंत है, मैं एक थोड़ी हूँ। अनंत कैसे भाई? एक व्यक्ति कोई कह सकता है मेरा अनंत रूप है? कह सकता है, क्योंकि लोम लोम भी तो मैं तो हूँ, है। अणु अणु खून का, एक एक सेल भी खून का, वो तो मैं ही तो हूँ, है। तो मैं अनंत कैसा नहीं हुआ? और अनंत एक में समाहित है। जब समग्र दृष्टि, इसी को कहते हैं, जब मैं अपने को समग्र दृष्टि से देखता हूँ तो एक हूँ, जब आंशिक दृष्टि से देखता हूँ तो अनेक, और वो अनेकता का कोई अंत नहीं। एक हाथ देखा, हाथ को देखते देखते फिर हथेली आ गया, हथेली को देखते देखते अंगुलियां आ गया, उसी एक के अंदर अनेक, अंगुली को देखते देखते नाखून आ गया। क्या नहीं आ जाता है? तो ये सारे को जब हम एक में समाहित नहीं करते हैं तब तक ये समस्या कभी नहीं खत्म होगा। अनेक को एक में समाहित करना ही पड़ेगा, तभी सारी समस्या समाधान होगा और सब समझ में आ जाएगा। दुनिया का अंत हो जाएगा। अनेकता का अंत तो दुनिया का अंत। सृष्टि तब तक लगा रहेगा, उसका अंत नहीं होगा जब तक तुम एक में समाहित नहीं हुए। इसीलिए ये, और ये अनेकता को माया, एकता को परमात्मा कहा, पुरुष। और दोनों मिल करके सब कर्ता भोक्ता सब कुछ होगा। और एक में आ गया तो न कर्ता न भोक्ता न कोई क्रिया कुछ नहीं। इतने ही खाली समझना है तो सारे समस्या समाधान होगा। और इसी के लिए इतने अलग अलग, क्यों इसको कोई भाषा में क्लियरली एक शब्द में बोलना असंभव है। इसीलिए इतना हमारा समस्या अनंत काल से सबके सामने। आज जो हम सवाल का हल कर रहे हैं, एक लाखों बार करोड़ों मुमुक्षु ने ये सवाल पूछ रखे हैं और कितने उत्तर उनको मिला है, फिर भी ये सवाल आज बरकरार है, आज भी पूछ रहे हैं वो सवाल। आज थोड़ी आप मुझे पूछ रहे हैं, मैं भी किसी को ये सवाल पूछा और वो भी कभी किसी को पूछा। और ये तो हमारे चैन में ऐसा कितने चैन, कौन ऐसा है जो नहीं पूछा।
जैसे जैसे एक व्यक्ति, एक जीव है, उसकी एक भावना है, ऐसे ही अनेक जीव हैं, अनेकों जीवों की अनेकों भावनाएं हैं। तो अगर हम अपनी भावना में समग्रता के साथ हम आगे बढ़ते हैं तो बाकी लोगों को कैसे, बाकी लोगों पे तो हमारा अख्तियार नहीं है।
हाँ बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
तो उसमें हम समग्रता कैसे,
हाँ हाँ
एक ही भावना दूसरे को affect
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
जब उसको प्रभावित
हाँ
करेगी तो फिर वो कैसे आगे बढ़ेगा। जब तक इसकी भावना को आप अपनी भावना से जोड़ नहीं लेंगे,
नहीं सकते,
नहीं सोच सकता वो।
बिल्कुल। हाँ हाँ, जब हम वो मालपुड़ा खीर खाते हैं, दरवाज़ा बंद कर देते हैं, कोई भिखारी आकर के कोई ठकठकाए ना, क्योंकि एक कटोरा तो खीर है और 2 ही तो मालपुड़ा है, मैं कहाँ दूँ उसको। अरे रोटी दूंगा, खाने लो मेरे को, मैं दरवाज़ा बंद कर देता। और जब दूसरा कोई खा रहा है तब फिर मेरे पास आ जाता है शास्त्र, है जो अपने लिए बनाता है और अपने आप खाता है, जे पचन्त्यात्म कारणात् तेन एव सः, वो चोर है, ऐसा नहीं करना, शास्त्र आ जाता है। तो हाँ, जिंदगी भर तो अपने में विचार रहा, अपना काम सारे काम अपने लिए करते हैं, डिसीजन अपने आप लेते हैं, मानते हैं अपने आप। और जब भगवान के बारे में आ गया, कभी कोई सिद्धांत के बारे में बात हुआ तो दूसरे ही याद आते हैं, है ना। हाँ बिल्कुल। समाधान अभी तुम क्यों सोचते हो समाधान दूसरों का। कुत्ते बनो कुत्ते, कैसे कुत्ते है, बच्चे को भी नहीं देगा खाने। हाँ जी, स्वार्थी बनो। जब तुमको संसार में नीति शास्त्र कहता है कि स्वार्थी नहीं बनना, निस्वार्थी बनो, परमार्थ रास्ता ये बताता है। और परमार्थ मार्ग में आगे तो ये परमार्थ मार्ग में आने के पहले ये बताया गया। और जब आ गए तो वो अल्लाह स्वार्थी बनो, दुनिया को देखो मत। अभी यही बात कर रहे थे हम, दुनिया को देखो मत, त्रिपुटी को देखो मत, अपने में एक में समाहित करो, ये कहा गया। स्वार्थी बनो। फिलोसफी का जो रास्ता है, इसमें ठीक तुम्हारे सांसारिक नीति शास्त्र धर्म शास्त्र के ठीक विरुद्ध है, ठीक उल्टा। आप कहते हो अनेकता कहा जाता है गुणा करने से, हम कहते हैं नहीं, अनेकता आता है तोड़ फोड़ करने से, विभाजन करने से अनेकता आता है। ठीक उल्टा, तुम कहते हो दुनिया को देखो, हम कहते हैं अपने को देखो। तुम कहते हैं ढूंढो मिलेगा, हम कहते हैं चुप हो जाओ मिलेगा। न मत ढूंढो। यही तो बात समझने की बात। तो इसको समझने के लिए कोशिश करना कि जो हम दूसरों के बारे में सोचते हैं वो बहानाबाजी। जब अपने को समझ जाओगे तब दूसरों को समझ में आएगा, दूसरे का समस्या समाधान हो जाएगा। अपना समस्या जब तक नहीं समाधान किया, जब तक तुम कीचड़ से उठ करके पत्थर में खड़ा नहीं हुआ, तब तक कीचड़ वालों को तुम नहीं निकाल सकते हो। छोड़ दो उनको। पहले लाइफ जैकेट पहनो, तब जाना वो जो डूब रहा है उसको उठाना, समझे? और मार दिया छलांग, मैं उसको वो डूब रहा है उसको उठाऊंगा, वो तुमको डुबा करके मार करके तुम्हारे सिर के ऊपर पैर रख के मारेगा छलांग। होश में रहो। जो कहा गया उसको समझो और करो। क्या समझे? जब मेरे जेब में कुछ नहीं, मैं जाता हूँ, वो गरीब लोग बैठे हैं, गरीब लोग बैठे हैं, कुछ दान करना, पुण्य करना है। जेब में एक पाई नहीं। अरे कुछ पाई तो जेब तो पहले भरो, तब तो तुम किसी को खिलाओगे, किसी को किसी को दोगे, किसी का भूख मारोगे। खुद को पहले देखो, बाद में दूसरों को देखना, ये नीति। बाद में दूसरों के बारे में सवाल करना, पहले प्रश्न करता कौन है, क्यों करता है, कहाँ पर है, क्या बोलता है, क्या नहीं देख पा रहा है, क्यों नहीं देख पा रहा है, इसको पहले समाधान करो। फिर बाद का वो दूसरों का समस्या कैसे देखा, क्या देखा, कैसे समाधान होगा, बाद में विचार होगा। मैं देखा जा रहा था रास्ता में, मैं देखा 2 आदमी लड़ रहे हैं, मैं भागा उनको मदद करूं, लड़ो मत, लड़ो मत। अंधेरा रात, अंधेरी रात, कुछ नहीं दिख रहा है और 2 लोग लड़ रहे हैं। भाग रहा था, दोनों को समाधान करवाऊंगा, क्यों लड़ रहे हैं, हल्ला हो रहा है, आवाज आ रहा है। फिर जाकर के उनके पास पहुंचता हूं, बिजली चमका, वो 2 पेड़ आपस में, हवा चल रहा था आपस में आपस में टकरा रहे थे। और मैं सोचा 2 लोग लड़ रहे हैं, और भागा उनके पास। क्या समझे इससे? जब तक मेरे आंख साफ नहीं हुआ तब तक मेरा समस्या समाधान नहीं होगा। जब बिजली चमका तब देखा समस्या समाधान हो गया। 2 पेड़ आपस में टकरा रहते, ये कहानी नहीं, ये घटना। एक बार कभी सुन लो एक बार कभी उड़ीसा की कहानी, घटना। घनघोर गर्मी, उड़ीसा में इतना गर्मी पड़ता है जून में बच्चों का समर वेकेशन होता है, इतना गर्मी, दो पत्थर अगर गिर गया एक टुकड़ा कहीं तो जंगल में आग लग जाता है, कोई लगाना जरूरत नहीं। घर में घास फूस का जो घर होता है अपने आप आग लग जाता है, इतना गर्मी पड़ता है। दो घास का पत्ती ऐसा घिस गया तो आग निकल जाता है, आग निकल जाता है। तो हुआ क्या, बड़ा भारी ये तम्बाकू का खेती 3-4 एकड़ गर्मी में होता है। और मम्मी बोली बेटा उधर एक झोपड़ी है और दोपहर के समय आते हैं, कोई नहीं रहता है, सब पत्ता तोड़ ले जाते हैं, तो ले जा, तेरा रामायण पढ़ना है वहीं जा करके वो झोपड़ी में पढ़ते रहना, नजर रखना। मैं कहा ठीक है, थोड़ा दूर गया, जा करके पढ़ते पढ़ते नींद आ गई। नजर तो है खेती में, नींद आ गई, सो गया, पसीना पसीना हो रहा है। वो पंखा लिया था, नींद पड़ गया तो कौन पंखा चलाए क्या, बड़ा मुश्किल से नींद आ गई, थकावटी गर्मी। अचानक नींद खुली तो एक भयंकर आवाज, भयंकर आवाज, चारों तरफ सुनसान, दूर दूर तक कोई नहीं है, और वो जो जैसे मरीचिका दिखाई दे रहा चारों तरफ, इतना भयंकर गर्मी और सुनसान चारों तरफ। और उठता हूँ, ऐसे पड़े हुए नींद खुल गया, वो खुल गया इसीलिए, और सुना भयंकर आवाज, घर 2-3 मिनट तक वो आवाज चलेगा, फिर चुप हो जाता है। 4-5 बार ये आवाज होगा, उसके बाद फिर 5 मिनट फिर चुप, कुछ नहीं, शांत। मैं सुन रहा हूँ, बड़े बड़े डर लग रहा, भूत। तो 2-3 बार ये आवाज को सुनने के बाद मेरे को फिर विचार आया, भूत, यही तो आवाज आ रहा है, और भूत हुआ तो फिर मेरे को तो अंदर तो आया नहीं, झोपड़ी के अंदर घास फूस का एक बनाते हैं ना, जैसे हम ये इसके ऊपर बनाते हैं, बड़ा आकार बनाते हैं थोड़ा, उसमें जा करके बैठेगा कोई छाया के लिए। भूत है तो आता क्यों नहीं, कहीं है इधर, कोई ये दिन में तो दिखता है, देखना चाहिए कहाँ है वो और कैसे है वो भूत। धीरे से वो झोपड़ी से बाहर आया, बाहर आ करके जहाँ जिस तरफ से आवाज आ रहा है उसी तरफ देखा, उस तरफ है क्या, 2-4 बड़े बड़े पेड़ हैं, और पेड़ के नीचे उस थोड़ा सा एरिया, इतना जिस तरह हमारा ये लॉन है, इतना एरिया में कुछ कांटे के पेड़, कुछ ऐसे ही झाड़ियाँ, कुछ ऐसे ही, और बीच में 3-4 आम के पेड़, एक आम के पेड़ के ऊपर एक पीपल का पेड़, एक पेड़ के ऊपर दूसरा पेड़, ऐसे ही होता है सब। बड़ा देखा मैं, उसी तरफ से आ रहा है आवाज, खड़ा होकर के देख रहा हूँ, नजर लगा रखा हूँ, भूत इधर ही है, आवाज सच्ची आ रहा है, भयंकर आवाज, सुनने से छाती कांप जाता है। अरे अकेला मैं उधर, भूत होगा तो मैं क्या करूं, घर भाग करके जाने के लिए कम से कम आधा किलोमीटर दूर है। आसपास कोई नहीं, सुनसान। क्या करूं क्या करूं? फिर हिम्मत बांधा, महावीर 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 चलता रहता। देखा कुछ देर के बाद थोड़ा रुक जाता है, फिर आवाज आता है। जब आवाज आता है देखता हूँ वो पेड़ के ऊपर से तो आवाज आ रहा है, लेकिन है नहीं, कोई दिखता नहीं। भूत छिप करके बैठा होगा, आवाज तो वहीं से आ रहा है, जरूर है कोई। दिखते रहा दिखते रहा, 2-3 बार जब आवाज आया, एक आइडिया स्ट्राइक किया मेरे को। जब आवाज आता है, थोड़ा सा घनघोर गर्मी में दोपहर को हवा जब गर्म होता है, थोड़ा गर्म हवा चलता है, जब शरीर में लगता है, उसी को तो लू कहते हैं शरीर में लगता है जलन जैसे जब वह आवाज आता है, थोड़ा सा हवा चलता है। ये दोनों को कोइंसाइड करके मैं देखा, 2-3 बार उसको परीक्षा किया। यह आवाज जब आता है, यह हवा चलता है, हवा के साथ आवाज का कोई संबंध है तब देखा, 2-3 बार जब देखा, अरे उसी तरफ नजर है। तब देखता हूँ हवा जब चलता है, पेड़ थोड़ा हिलता है, तब आवाज आता है। पेड़ जब हिलता है, अच्छी तरह गहरी नजर से देखा, होता है क्या, बहुत बड़े बड़े, इतने इतने बड़े शाखा है, एक शाखा के ऊपर दूसरा शाखा है। और जब हवा चलता है तब वो क्या हो रहा है, और थोड़ा सा हवा रुक जाता है, घर अपने जगह पर आ जाता है। वो स्प्रिंग का काम करता है, जहाँ है उसका तो स्वाभाविक स्थान है। और जब हवा चलता है, वो थोड़ा हिल जाता है, हिल जाने से लकड़ी के ऊपर लकड़ी, भयंकर आवाज आता है। जब 2-3 बार ऐसा हुआ, मैं नीचे पेड़ के नीचे गया, देखा, तब जाकर के क्लियर हुआ, भूत तो तुम्हारे मन में है भूत इधर का आएगा। फिर वही आवाज, फिर मेरे एक कौतूहल बन गया, भूत तो कहीं को कहीं चला गया। इसी प्रकार जो हमारा जो समस्या है, उस समस्या का जड़ हम है। पहले अपना दृष्टि को जब साफ करेंगे, तभी जा करके सारे समस्या समाधान होगा। समस्या में कष्ट नहीं, मतलब शंका नहीं, शंका तो अपने में है। मैं कौन हूँ, मैं देखता कैसे, क्या देखता हूँ, कैसे देखता हूँ, कौन देखता है, ये जब तक क्लियर नहीं हुआ, तब तक तुम्हारे समस्या, जिंदगी का समस्या समाधान नहीं हो सकता। एक ही रास्ता, जीव शिव एव केवलम। जीव और शिव में कोई अंतर नहीं। जब तक एकता हो जाएगा, तब सारे समस्या समाधान। इसको मैं नहीं कर रहा हूँ, सारे शास्त्र कर रहे हैं। जितने ज्ञानी लोग करके चर्चित हैं समाज में, वो सब ऐसे किए। जितने सिद्ध, जितने योगी लोग, जितने प्रतिष्ठित महात्मा लोग समाज को दिशा दिखाए हैं, सबका एक ही राय, एनक्वायर हुआ माई नो thyself। We are talking on Yoga Vasishtha and Yoga Vasishtha is a Vedantic text. Vedant means the end of Vedas, the authority of knowledge. And for everything, not only knowledge, any kind of knowledge. And Vedanta is the end of it, means last part, which deals with only knowledge, the truth. And it declares the God alone is and nothing else is. Existence exists, non-existence never exists. This is the final, ultimate declaration of Vedas. So, this text also deals with it. Per dealing process is different. Here he gives us many stories and examples, logics, and you see, examples, analysis, in many ways, elaborate ways. It deals with one theory that world is not there, world doesn't exist, world means creation. Sometimes we name it as illusive power or the supreme power. Power means energy, you can say. And then how it is, what it is, why it appears to be, though it is not there, and how we deal with it. That means our lifestyle and way of life, how, what is life, how is life, and how it is concerned with the creation or the nature or this power, how power is concerned with I, the being. All these in details we discuss in this, and it gives clarity. The truth alone exists. Truth means which is existence, which is ever steady. Truth cannot change. If at all anything changes, that cannot be taken as relied upon as the reality. Reality never can change. Reality remains as reality forever in all conditions, at all time, in every way. This is simple logic, and this simple logic is so difficult to accept. So all the systems, all the methods he applies to explain it. So now this discussion goes on between the great Guru, the ancient sage named Vasishtha, and he is the Guru of the dynasty, solar dynasty, Lord Rama, where was incarnated, and in the childhood, when Rama completed his education in Guru's house, and he was sent for a pilgrimage. Generally, after the college career is over, or school career is over, generally the students, they go for a trip. That is common everywhere. So Rama was sent for pilgrimage. When he saw the world, because he didn't know what all they are around him in the kingdom, he was the prince. So when he went for a travel, then when he comes back, he saw the world, how miserable it is. and how people are suffering. Same thing happened to Lord Buddha also. As long as they are in the palace, they don't see what is outside. They are well off. And when they go out to see the public, then they come to know how miserable is the world. So Rama was almost in depression, and he was sitting all alone in the garden, royal garden, and he was not talking to anyone, aloof from the royal enjoyments, sitting aloof somewhere in the garden and was in a depressive mood. At that time, Vishwamitra, a sage who was living in some jungle, who wanted to conduct some sacrifices, and where the demons, the rogues, they wanted to create disturbance. They didn't allow him to conduct the sacrifices. And of course he was very mighty fellow, but he didn't want to fight against demons and do it because it is not according to the rules and regulations. You should keep up your balance of mind. You should not be angry or greedy or all these qualities you must control. Then only your sacrifice will be successful. You will get the result. So he wanted to come to King Dasarath asking for help for protection of the sacrifice. So he wanted help, and he came to Dasarath's court and he asked, "O king, if you can give your two boys, Ram and Lakshmana, they are very good friends and they are mighty beings. They can do anything and everything. They can help my sacrifice and they can protect my sacrifice from the disturbances created by the demons. Can you? It will be a great help for me." Somehow Dasarath was so clinging to Rama. In the beginning he didn't like, but Vasishtha, the guru of the whole dynasty, so he advised and Dasarath was willing. So come on, where is Rama? Call him. Some messenger was sent and Rama was brought to the court before everyone. At that time he was so depressed, in a you see, weeping state, not talking to anyone, not exactly sitting properly or giving respect to elders. Somehow he was asked, "What is the purpose of your all these depressions? Why are you so in a different mood? What has made you like this?" So when everybody asked the cause for it, then Ram gave a beautiful lecture on dispassion. What is this world? Why should you be entangled in this world, damn this world, full of miseries, full of problems, diseases, and you see old age, death. Everybody is only suffering and suffering. I don't want to live in this world. It is useless. He went on giving a beautiful, logical and elaborate lecture on the dispassion. This world is good for nothing. I want to do nothing in this world. Then Vishwamitra, he requested Vasishtha the great to explain Rama the reality. You have to be in this world. You are born in this world because of something, you must understand. And you cannot just kick this world like this. You cannot. Because you are in it. You are part and parcel of the world. You have to live, struggle for existence. You have to do everything. But what is the way? To do everything, to be in the world and not to be worldly. That is what Gita, in other scriptures we get. Be in the water just like a lotus leaf. It is in the water. It is born in the water. It lives in the water. It dies in the water. But no water can touch the lotus leaf. It is always different from water, not attached, not clinging to water. Similarly, one should, because you are in this world, you cannot say, I am not. If you accept your existence in the world, then you have to live in the world. You cannot say no, but you must learn how to live in this world without all these problems, without all these, you see, complications and miseries. You have to be happy. You have to do everything. Whatever comes by the way, you are bound to do everything. You cannot keep quiet because your personality is because of action and reaction rule of the nature. You are bound to do something and do not something. Whatever comes by the way, you are bound to do it. So you must do it, but not be in problem, not suffer, but enjoy. That is what is given in all the scriptures in different ways, different manners, in different language. Everybody who knows the reality, he expresses it, he gives it to the younger generations, but the method will be different from each other. All the people, they apply their own method. That's how it is said, the truth is one, it cannot be many. But the seers, the great souls, the great yogis, the great man of understandings, they have seen it, they have realized it, but when they expressed it, the language differs, the ways are different. That's how there are so many religions, so many different schools of thoughts, and they fight among themselves, but the truth is one only. Fighting or difference is only in understanding, in explaining, in in expressing. Due to difference, we fight with each other. But what for? Reality is one. When there is understanding, then peace, harmony, and love pervades everywhere. The kingdom of love and brotherhood reigns on the world only when there is understanding. Understanding between the two, the difference is in understanding only. That understanding should delete the difference, and then only peace is possible. Love is possible. All these different kinds of scriptures they give us in different language, different ways. The process, the methods differ. And that is what we are discussing here. And Rama went to, Rama got the advices from great Basit, and wherever he had problems, he went on questioning, and Basitji went on explaining. That is what called Yoga Basit. Basit's method on yoga. Yoga means all the yogas, not only one. And it is explained by different authors differently. So this is the method given to Ram by Basit, so it is Yoga Basit. And in the meanwhile, when question answer was going on, it went on for 18 days. Vishwamitra was stayed, he was allowed to stay in a royal manner in the palace for all those 18 days, and then Ram understood what to do, what not to do everything but not to be the doer. That is what he understood. And that is also Arjuna understood in the end of talk between Krishna and Arjuna. Arjuna heard the same thing. Before going to the battlefield, when he saw all his kith and kins are standing against him to kill him, then he thought, oh, these fools, they don't understand. I am a man of understanding. I know. I am not going to kill them. Let them kill me. I am a man of understanding. I know. He also gave a beautiful lecture to Lord Krishna. And then Krishna laughed at him. My dear fool, You talk like an eloquent lecturer. Oh, beautiful lecture. Do you know all this? Or just telling all this? So question answer went on, and in the end Arjuna also understood you have to fight the battle but not be the fighter or not be the enjoyer of the result. You are nowhere. I am the one ultimate truth who is in the form of Krishna now. I see me as your ideal. I do everything, but I have nothing to do, no need for doing anything. But yet I am doing everything for the sake of the time and situations. Because I am here, I have to do fulfill the need of the situation. Similarly, you have to also follow me. I am your example. And try to understand, you are not the doer. I am the doer behind you, who is sitting in the heart of everyone. You are nowhere. Surrender to me, come to me, know me. Who am I? And then obey me, obey my orders. When Arjuna was not able to understand all this, and Krishna gave a lecture on his greatness, his glories. I am the mountain, Himalayas, in all the mountains. I am the river Ganga, among all the rivers, the great. I am the so and so among all these many. I am the great. I am the great there. I am the great here. Everywhere I am the ringleader of the ring. I am the great. I am the one who creates and destroys and sustains the creations, not one. Know me, and I am the reality. Understand me and come to my feet. I am the doer, you are not. You are just an instrument in my hand. Do you think the arrow can go by itself to kill the enemy? Unless you apply it on the bow, unless you discharge it, can it kill the enemy? Never so. So you become the encourager. You are the doer, not the arrow. Though it kills the enemy, but the arrow never kills. It is you who have discharged it. So you are the killer. Similarly, you are an instrument in my hand, not only you, the whole world. I play with all these instruments. Can the harmonium sing the notes by itself? I have to play my fingers on it, then only it can sing. So who is the singer? Whether harmonium or myself? How can harmonium claim that I am the tone, I am the melody, I am the music? Can it? Similarly, O Arjun, you are an instrument in my hands. Don't be the doer. I am the great doer, one doer doing everything, sitting in everybody's heart. So, go on doing. You have nothing to choose. When Arjuna understood in the end, then he agreed. In between he was stubborn. No, you also give lecture like me. I gave a lecture to you, and you are similarly lecturing me. I have doubt. How can you teach such lessons to the Son? Son, the Creator. It was in the beginning of the creation, but you are born in Jadu's dynasty. I know you. You are born before me. I know you. I know your father and mother. How can you claim you have taught this to Lord Son? So, Krishna understood, poor fellow, he is not able to understand me. Okay. Arjuna said, whatever you have said, you are the Mount Everest, you are the river Ganga, you are the moon, you are the sun, you are the great Shankar. So all these, so show me, how are you all these? So Lord Krishna showed him the universal form. It was so terrific. Arjuna the Great, he could not resist himself to see for long. Even after a moment he was terrified and shouted, "Oh Lord, please, please come to your normal form. I cannot see all this." And then in the end he was forced to surrender. Karishye vachantam, I will obey you, my dear. My Lord, I am ready to obey you. Similarly, in the end, Rama here agreed to go to Vishwamitra's jungle and cottage and do the needful. And in between, all these are lessons given by Vasishtha to Rama only on one subject. Be in the world, don't be worldly. You have to do everything, anything and everything, but be an instrument, don't be the doer. Whatever comes by the way, you must be ready without any opinion. You have no opinion. You have the right to perform the work and you have no right over the result of it. Because you are an instrument only. You are not the doer. You cannot claim yourself to be the doer. So understand it, and then you can live in this world without any problem. You see, when the flowers are fading away due to hailstorm or due to simply heavy rains or due to heavy sun, who feels the disaster? Who feels? Does the instrument feel it? Who is digging the land or making the plantation or removing the grasses? Does it feel the loss in the garden? It is the gardener. He feels, oh, my flowers are gone now. I have to bring out new plants. It is problem for the gardener, not for you. My dear instrument, you are nowhere. When you are applied by the owner, then you can do something, or else you are nowhere. Similarly, when a man in this world understands he is just an instrument in the hands of nature, and nature also is applied or it is activated by the order of some one which is all in all, who is the one owner of all the instruments. And instruments are, of course, they are the objects, and instruments the individuals, but nature is the you see, nature is the, what we can say, the driver of the chariot. The owner of the chariot is one. And there are so many chariots and so many drivers. This is how the world is, creation is, and you have to find out where are you, what are you, where you are, what you are, when you are, what for you are. All these you must understand, then you are well in this world. If you don't understand, you have to suffer. This is what we discuss here. So now we are discussing on one subject. This is called creation. Creation means the creative power. The power is everything here. And that power is power. It is not stable. It is always changing. It is a process. So it is known as energy. So it is known as the illusive power, because it is always restless, always changing. So by the way of discussing all these on this changing phenomena, which is responsible for all these visible world, as we say, it is nature. Whose nature? If nature we say, then the question comes, whose nature? Nature belongs to some nature holder. Just as you say, I have a body, so you are the holder of the body. If there is little tea here, there must be some holder of the tea. Tea cannot remain as it is. Everywhere there is a supporter or a sustainer or a background, a substratum, holder. This is the law of the nature. We see everywhere. We cannot overlook it. If some event is going on or event is seen, then there should be some cause. then only this is the effect. So there should be some doer, there should be some purpose, there should be some instrumental cause, there should be some resulting cause or helping cause. There will be so many causes. Then the effect is seen. In this way, when we go on analyzing the situation, then we come to see all the rules and regulations of the nature, how nature performs all the changes. Changes mean some occurrence, some actions, and which will have reaction. That is called change. Action changes into reaction by itself, by the force of time, space, and conditions. That's how the action becomes reaction, and that reaction becomes cause for another action. In this way, whole world goes on in cycles, where we see everything is repeated again and again. It is a electronic, automatic process goes on. Once a momentum is given, just like a pendulum in a vacuum place, if you give a push, it will go on oscillating for eternity. It will never stop. It stops only when it is obstructed by other forces, or else it will go on oscillating for ever and ever. Similarly, we see the laws, the rules and regulations of the nature, how the cycle goes on, how the changes are repeated again and again. So everything goes on in cycle and everything repeats again and again. And it goes on. And who is the fast person who gives a push, momentum, who gives a thirst? Who is that? So that energy, we name it as fast energy, Adi Shakti, the primordial energy. And that energy cannot be automatic. It should be by someone which will be always free to do it, who is not dependent on others. Energy is dependent. It cannot move by itself. In this way, when we go on analyzing, we get some secrets of the nature, some rules and regulations we see, but all these are activated by someone, which will be only one, and that will be the unchanging one, that will be the reality. And all these changing phenomena cannot be the reality because it changes. It is unreliable company. It is not Reliance company. There is no Ambani, there is no Adani. It is not reliable here. So one is reliable, which is never changing. So this is how we go on with discussions. Now, Rama asked a serious question. Guruji always you say all these are changing phenomena known as the supreme energy, universal energy, you name it as Maya, illusive power. How it is, how it does all these, how it is able to create and how destroy and how it sustains all these, how it is going on, what is it? Please give me the clarity over it. And then Basirji tells a story of a king. So generally the old ladies while pushing the cradle, they go on singing some songs or telling some stories to the child. Similarly, Basirji always goes on telling some stories of a king. There was a king. Haji, Durga and Gangadhar, you must hear it. You have not heard all this. So there was a king named Vipasit. The literal meaning of word Vipasit is wise man. Wise man. The meaning of the name of the king is wise man. His name was Vipasit, and he was a great devotee of Lord Fire. Fire, you know, the whole universe is created by 5 basic elements: the sky and the air, fire, water, and earth. Main elements, ingredients which get together in different ratios, and all these names and forms are created which we are in and which we know as creation. All the objects, whatever object, starting from a sand particle to the great cosmos, everything are our क्या कहते हैं उसको galaxy or anything, everywhere you will get 5 elements. These are the basic elements. And when they get together in different ratios, just as water. Water, how do you know what is water? 2 atoms, when get together in particular ratio, oxygen and hydrogen, they become water. This is the molecule water. But when you separate water chemically, you will get 2 atoms, oxygen and hydrogen. Similarly, all these 5 elements, they get together in different ratios, and all the names and forms which we know as living beings or non-living beings, or 4 kinds of beings, say human beings, animals, birds, etc., and all these insects, small beings, or the plant life, planet, or the animal planet, or the non-living planet. This means all these unmovable objects. In this way, whatever objects we see, everything is, when analyzed in a scientific chemical way, we get only atoms. Similarly, when we analyze in a philosophical way, we see everywhere the basic element sky will be there, wherein all these four other elements will be there in different ratios. And what is sky? Sky is nothing but space which is expansion of the primordial wave which is known as energy as well as the sound, both together. Energy is known as sound and energy. Sound itself is an energy. And prana also the same vibratory system. And that vibratory system is nothing but it is imbalanced state. And that is seen on the absolute equilibrium state which is known as, which never changing, that is known as the reality. So in this way, Vasishtha narrates the story of Vipasit. He wants to, his deity was, his concept of God was fire. And he worshipped fire for a long time, and he got the boon. And whenever he wants to see fire god and have relation, means transaction with fire god, he could. So when the king became old, unable to rule over the kingdom, at the time all the surrounding kings who were clever enough to get together and attack against the king Vipasit to capture his kingdom, because he has become old now, he cannot do anything. So almost all the kingdom was captured by the enemies, and in the end when he was trying to defend, he thought, I cannot because I have become old. So he made the sacrificial fire and surrendered to fire god. Surrender means he sacrificed his life, his body and everything. He entered into the fire, and fire god was very pleased. So he allowed the king to be in four forms. From the fire, four kings with the same DNA came out with so much energy and power because of fire god. One became four, and they started with all the celestial weapons and all those strength, and all those four came out of the palace in four sides, and they drove out all the enemies till the seashore. And some were dead, some were hidden, some they ran away, something. And all these four kings, they came to sea bank, and they were standing there because they cannot go ahead. So their subordinates started explaining them and glorifying them. Oh, you are the great. See how the nature is so beautiful and waiting for you and glorifying you. They went on praising the king. And that's how all these four kings with the same nature in all those four sides, and all those subordinates, they are praising them and describing the beauties of the nature. So the king had an idea. Why not seeing this beautiful nature till the end of the creation? Because he was a king, so royal thought. The kings never eat rice. What do they eat? They cook rice, of course, but golden rice in golden plate with golden teeth, because they are kings. Isn't it? Golden water in golden tea in golden flask, and the golden tea, and they take it with golden teeth because they are kings. So what happened? They wanted to see the end of the creation. Huh? And they got the boon from the fire god. They again welcomed fire god and requested him, I want to see the end of the creation. So the god said, okay, but you cannot see the end. No, no, I want to see. Till the end I shall go. Please allow me with all the memories of the past so that I can go ahead and enjoy, and all the power to get rid of all those obstacles and remember everything, and nothing can stop me in my journey. In this way he got all those capabilities, all those energy from fire god, and started seeing the creation, beautiful creations, different kinds of creations. All those four kings, they started in four directions. But the story went on. Here, the story is so simple, but so many complications we see in the story. Every moment there will be questions, and Basitji will solve the questions. You see, one king, how he became four, and all the four will have the same desire, and they will go on seeing the creation. So naturally they will see different things. Though they have the same idea, same journey to see the end of creation, and how there will be different things. They enjoyed different things. They had different experiences of pain and pleasure, and they underwent all those different experiences, different lives, different worlds. So how the similarities have dissimilarities? That is the question. It is not seeing the creation in different directions, but that is how the illusive power. So every moment, in every point, we have to be clear. Isn't it? Four sides. Why they wanted to go to four sides? To see the creation, why not one way? No, because always in common fact we know there are four directions. So naturally, front and behind, left and right, of course, up and down. In this way, there will be always questions over any word you utter. Always there will be questions. Questions are there when we see difference in no difference, difference two in one, then there will be questions. And always everyone in his lifestyle, always this is to be faced. Everywhere the same thing. You see one page, it has got two sides. Huh? Wherever we go, we have two in one, one in two. That's how we have always the questions. Are you sitting up or down? If you say something, it is questioned. There is a question mark. If you say, I am sitting down, only it is true when you see somebody is sitting up in the chair. But you are sitting up the carpet. How can you say you are sitting down? So how we see this world always relatively, comparatively between the two. When you compare, there will be oscillation. If one will be positive, the other will be negative. If you see a coin, you have the head and tail both together. Whatever you say, whatever you see, whatever you know, everything is in this way questionable and doubtful and always relative, always comparative. This is how, whatever the story goes on telling, everywhere there is question. And Ramji goes on asking, and Basirji goes on explaining. This is how the question becomes very long, and the story becomes long story. Story is in 4 sentences, but discussion and analysis is in thousands of pages. Ramji asks, "Oh Gurudev, please explain me elaborately what is called illusive power." Can one explain it? Ramji questioned, "Please explain me. How is this illusive power?" Sir, Basirji gives the story. This is how the illusive power, it is unending, it is always questionable, it is not there, it is always complicated. When you see one, there is two in it. When you see two, it is only one. This is how the world goes on. You see, what do you see? One or two. You cannot say anything. If you say something, it is questionable. If you say one finger, how do you say one and finger? Finger is never one. Finger is a 3 phalanges are there. there is a nail also, there is a end also, beginning also, front also, back also, huh? Flexibility also, straightness also. So many things are there. How can you say one finger? It is neither one nor many. As you see, so it is. This is how, wherever you go, whatever you say, whatever you hear, whatever you see, everything, everything is unending story. Unending story. It is not answered by one question. Go on questioning throughout the life. You will never get the end of the answer. That is how the story goes on. And we go on analyzing. So the story, what happens in the end, that one king in one side, we are talking of him. Others we have decided, we have seen something. The one story who was now a luminous personality who has ended his life in the fire, and from fire it came out with a grand feature and with all the memories. And now in the courtyard of Dasarath, where everybody, all the great audience is there and everybody is listening to them. They are this king who was named differently as Vas. Vas means luminosity. Luminosity, literal meaning. So he remembers everything, and the one among the audience asks, "Oh great one, please narrate what you see in your journey, what all you saw." So he is going on narrating one after another, everything, every experience what he goes on telling. I saw such world, I saw such thing, I saw such thing somewhere. Everything is strange, everything is questionable, everything is wonderful, and we are going on with it. This is how our subject is. So, of course, tomorrow we shall see further with the story. How he says, till now we have gone through the story. He says he saw some world. It was only watery world. Only water. There was nothing else. And he saw all the creations in the water. Creations means, what do you mean by creation? What do you mean by beings? Every word is to be understood literally, and it's purposefully. For what purpose? Which word? In what reference? In what subject? It is used as what? Then only you can get something. Or else every word is a mysterious word. It will have so many meanings. That also we go on analyzing, discussing. See one word, heat. Okay? You see, I am feeling hurt. Generally, in common day-to-day life, we use such sentences. Oh, it is hurt. And I say this, you understood it. What did you understand? Can you explain bit by bit everything? Whatever words you use to explain it, it is insufficient. What do you mean by heat? If you go to the meaning seriously, heat has got no meaning. It is changeable word. Its meaning changes every now and then. Heat can be 25 degrees Celsius. It can be 40 degree Fahrenheit. It can be less or more according to place and situations. You say, I am feeling hot. Here you feel hot. If you go outside, you feel hotter. So, has it any meaning here? One who is standing out and listening you say, I am feeling cold here. Will he understand what is cold? He is sitting on the sun, standing on the sun. So this is how, what I utter from my mouth, any sound, how it means, how it has relationship with the objects around, how it means something, all these are very, very important to be discussed. Then only real meaning will be understood. You say, I am feeling cold or hot here. Now you are feeling hot. If now there will be cloud and thunders and stormy wind, will you feel hot or will you feel cold? What do you mean? Will you feel same as you are feeling now? Every moment everything is changing. So your word also changes. Your word meaning also changes. Our understanding changes. So you have to go to the depth of or all-round meaning of the every word, every word, then only you can understand something. Or else neither you nor I, who has seen the wind, neither you or I, nor I, but when the trees nod their heads, the wind passes by. Who understands what? Nobody understands anything. Yet I say, you understand and nod your head. The meaning passes by. Who has understood the words? Neither you nor I. When you nod your heads, and then the meaning passes over by over the head. Got the point? Every day we end in such confusion and nowhere, nothing we get. Lalu, Lalu or Kalu? Here Kalu, here Lalu, here Nilu, or Pillu. किसको देखो किसको बोलूं?
चार व्यवस्थित means some Jagrata, Supna, Sushupti, Turiya. That level is also.
क्या क्या?
चार व्यवस्थित Jagrata, Supna, Sushupti, Turiya. God's level also.
You can say so. Or mind, intellect, ego, and chitta, you can say. Or front, behind, right and left, you can say. Or father and mother, hum do, hamare do. You can say. Father and mother, and I and my wife. Four. Or we two, our two. Four.
Water content means my body is totally 70% water. The science says that. And also heat is there, and also space is there.
वो बिल्कुल बिल्कुल क्यों नहीं. Now we have come to a point. The king says he was in a watery world. Everything was water. The beings, different beings, were made up of only water. And everything, all the transactions were going on. Everything was going on in water. And he saw the watery world. You think it is just a foolish imagination, isn't it?
It is actually shown in one movie also.
Are bhai, our NASA people has decided and they have shown it, they have proved it. There is some alcoholic world.
ज्ञान हो गया,
Huh?
इसको भी ज्ञान हो गया.
मिल्टन को ज्ञान हो गया है.
Milton.
ये नीचे क्या लिखा है? हॉट एंड कोल्ड 24.
दोनों तरफ एरो है.
दोनों तरफ आने देखिए इधर से. इसको ज्ञान हो गया.
ज्ञान हो गया.
जी.
मिल्टन क्या हो गया?
24 आवर्स इधर लिखा है.
4 hours, 24
हॉट
hours.
एंड कोल्ड.
हाँ हाँ, hot and cold. ज्ञान हो गया. It writes hot and cold for 20 hours, 24 hours. See, he says, from the watery world, we are talking of the alcoholic world. NASA people declared, they have seen it, they have proved it. There is an amount of such area full of alcohol in the sky somewhere in the space, which area is about 56,000 times more than the solar system. Long back, about say 30, 40 years back, this declaration from the papers I saw. It was declaration of our NASA people, great modern scientists. So, if it is possible, and the aquatic animals, they have not seen at all what is earth, what is air, and what is fire. Their world is, their life is in water only. So why not accepting there is water world? It is only the meaning of the words what we have already something in our brain, and now some other strange words we hear. So there is confusion. If you can adjust with the meaning of the words you have heard before, and now you are having some, then there is no question. If you can coincide your previous meaning of the word with present meaning, There is no question. Same water you have heard, you are going on hearing since your birth till now, you understand something about the meaning of the word water. It is your concept, you know, but it is not so with me. I understand water something else. It is something else with him. And now, if this your concept, your meaning of the word water is not stable, it changes every moment also. So why are you not ready to adjust with some other meaning of the water? If you see now, if you hear now, why don't you adjust? Simply adjusting with the meaning of the word, that's all. And whatever you heard before, that is also changeable. Now also whatever you will have, that also will change. And what is in the future, that also will change. Whatever you know, it is not real knowledge. How many times we have discussed it. Your knowledge is flexible, changeable. Whatever you know now, it is something else after 2 days. How can you say whatever you know as the meaning of the word is right and other meanings are wrong? How can you claim this when you are not relying upon yourself? Got the point, Mataji? You have to adjust with the meaning of the words what you hear and what you see, what you understand. Everything is flexible. You have to, you are bound to. Why? Because you are doing so till now. You cannot say, no, I am unable to adjust. You are capable. You are going on adjusting with your meaning, your life, every moment. That is what is the life. Every moment you are adjusting with the time, situation, and your way of life, your meaning of life, whatever you perceive by your senses, whatever your mind understands, everywhere, every moment you are adjusting and going ahead. And if I say now, you have to adjust with the meaning of the words, what I say and what you have before. You have to adjust with the meaning. No. Why? You go on fighting. Life itself is an adjustment. We adjust with the time, situations, surroundings, with names and forms, with our actions, with others' actions, with everything, every moment we are adjusting. And yet, if I say you have to adjust in an other way, you have questions, you have complaints. Yes, now the question, come on.
My question is, that means there is no right and there is no wrong.
Exactly. No decision. Final decision is one. Keep quiet. That is the final decision. If you try to speak or to hear or to see or to be seen, you are a gone case. you will be sent to the mental hospital. You are a mental case.
So perhaps the very simple answer, as I at the moment I'm thinking of, is it means you just obey the or you align yourself with the final, to the ultimate vibration, and then that is all. Because you have to obey. You don't have any independent existence also. Even otherwise, we don't.
Exactly so. So, some way out, some way, little way out. What to do? First accept. We don't accept first. But this is what our life, whatever we get to see or get to have contact in the beginning, first hand vision, we accept and we have some concept over it. That is our knowledge, relative knowledge. That is our knowledge. Whatever we see first, hear first, or we get contact with any object first, and whatever impression we get, that is accepted. This is case with everyone. And when something on it we get secondly, thirdly, then comes question not to adjust whatever first we have heard, that is right, second is wrong. That is how we get the confusions. We don't adjust with the second, third, fourth, though it leaves some impression over the first hand impression. It has influence. It goes on creating confusion in our mind. See, now you heard Ganga ji is so cold, its temperature is so much at Uttarakasi. You heard this and at Delhi, and you came ready with it, that impression that I will go to Ganga and I will have a dip and so and so. All those preparations are going on in your mind. When you came here, it was something else. Now, what impression you created at Delhi on the temperature of Ganga water at Uttarakasi, that is question now. And you don't want to adjust with it. Then comes the fight. Mind goes on complaining and getting the answer and starting to adjust. Sometimes we don't adjust. We have always confusion, everything. If at all we can adjust with the second hand information, if at all, if you can adjust in this way, if you can adjust with third hand information, fourth information, everything at all time in your life, then there is no problem, problemless life. Because we don't adjust, the problems are started within us. We don't adjust with the circumstances, with ourselves. What we got previously, now we don't adjust with it. No, it is not so. I have heard like this. You are lying. That's how we put the burden on others. They are wrong. I am not wrong. I am right. You are wrong. That's how we find fault with the others. And the whole world goes against us. and all the problems are created. It is within. It is not outside. Your problems are not outside. You are the cause for your problems. If you see yourself in this way analytically, what are you? What is your understanding? How you understand the world? How you have this concept, what you have on the world around you? Is it so? Can you prove it? This your so-called world around you is just like this. You have accepted it. Can you? In no way you have something yesterday and now you have something else. But you claim, it is my understanding. No, you don't know what is going on within. And this will change tomorrow. Automatically you change. But when surrounding force you, when I tell you, adjust with me, no, I cannot. Because I am right, you are wrong. Why? Because I have some concept within which is not able to adjust with the outside situation. उसको प्रेमानंद स्वामी जी बड़ा मजा से समझाते थे. अभी मेरे को धूप लग रहा है, भूख लग रहा है, मुझे दिमाग में आया भूख लग रहा है, आज एकादशी है, क्या करूं? कुछ केला मिल जाता तो खा लेता. केला मिलेगा. Where there is a demand, there is a supply. You have demanded banana, it will come to you. But it comes at night, it was raining and you were sneezing. When it comes to you, you say, no, I don't want banana now. I want some apples. In this way, we go against ourselves. Every moment, we wish for something, we know something, we accept something, and next moment we change, and we don't understand we have been changed, and we don't adjust, not want to adjust, we go against ourselves. That is the reality. If you see yourself, this is the reality. And that's how you are the problem, not the world. I am not the problem for you, you are problem for you.
Can we make every impression the first impression?
No, you see when you are aware of the impression, what you receive, how do you receive, how do you perceive, how do you have contact with what, in what way, what impressions you have got. If you are aware of all the details, then you know yourself. And when you know yourself, there is no problem. Anything and everything can be adjusted. But we don't know ourselves. Everything is going on automatically. And that's how Gita says, Prakritehe kriyamanani gunehi karmani sarvasva. See the 14th chapter Gita, 3 qualities when they get disturbed in different ways, all these changes happen in 3 ways. Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamas. This is one way of vision, one angle of vision. It is not everything. That's how in Gita so many angles have been discussed. One way to see, you see, Prakriti does everything in this way, automatically it goes on. so you don't know what is the result of your action. That's how you have no right over your reaction. You are bound to do something, but you have no right over the result of it. This is how. It goes on automatically. That automatic process is known as the nature, changing process. And you are a part and parcel within it. So you have no separate, identical, particular identity to claim. You are not the nature. You are part and parcel of the nature. You are so. A changing process is known as I. One thought goes on multiplying. One idea in the very beginning goes on multiplying. One desire goes on multiplying to be so many desires, and whole life we are engaged in it. We don't know who am I, what am I, where am I, when am I. Nothing is known. This is how I am the problem for myself, not others. I don't know what am I, where am I, where am I, when am I.
Swamiji, can we say, I'm just asking this question, I don't know. Can we say, suppose if we energize all the neurons in our brain, because they are the signals which from where we get, we make a determination.
This is physical way, gross way.
Yes.
We are doing in a subtle way. Who is going to do this?
No, but then
Who is going to see those waves?
no, it is there. I don't have to see it.
No, where from it comes? What it is? All these questions come then. What it is? Who is going to see it?
There is no need to see. Swamiji, then that
No, let it go on then. Why you are concerned? Who are you then? Come, the question comes here.
I am concerned in this manner that if I am able to, if I am only putting a question, if I am able to energize those neurons, that means I have a broad, that is what is called a broader perspective. Then I'll be able to make a decision which will be applicable in a broader way.
Of course. But now the question comes, the seer, seen and seeing process, complications. Who is going to analyze those process? And how?
No, once the energy gets into it,
Of course, that is a changing phenomena. It is common everywhere, not only in your brain, everywhere. So the common question comes, who are you? What are you doing? And how are you doing? And what is the result? That is the common question with everyone, everywhere, at all conditions. If this one question is solved, then all the questions are solved. That's how I was telling. If all these triads are seen in one, then question is solved. When it is true, three. When it is a process, no question can be answered.
but we are living in a process.
We are living in questions. The life itself is a question.
So that means the
Answer is silence. The kingdom of reign of silence. Santi, Santi, Santi. Om Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purnad Purnamudachyate, Purnasya Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Santi, Santi, Santi. Everybody wants to rest in peace. Peace is our goal. Peace is our aim and object. So all the struggles end in silence only.
There is a difference between peace and quiet, right? So when you're like excited,
To keep quiet means a process is going on to stop it, but silence is ever reigning.
That means we can never reach
That is the reality. Here, the process you are obstructing and keeping quiet. This is an action. It is, that is silence is a truth. It is noun. Here it is verb.
But can we reach Ananda in that case?
Anand is silence only. That is rest only. Rest means silent. Silence.